Aha, we're back. We are back. Sorry about that, guys. It looks like we had some problems with our awesome iPhone. It's not so awesome. It's not so great. Steve, if you're watching, I know you are. Get that thing fixed for us. We're doing Ustream, so if you guys are watching this on the front page of Cannabis Culture right now, or one of the other places, you can click the Ustream button that's right above us here on one of these sides. That'll take you to a chat page where you can actually log in and chat about what's going on here as well. So hopefully our audience is coming back. Greg, I don't know if you can see how many people are logged in. Does it tell you that kind of thing up there? Up by the
39 viewers.
Oh, so there are some of you back here. All right, so I'm glad you guys are watching. So we were talking to Rebecca, and now we've got another camera crew coming up. So let's piggyback on what's going on with this, and we'll all talk to Rebecca at the same time. I don't know how much you guys, where we actually got cut off last time. So it looks like you probably didn't get to see any of the Rebecca stuff. But we're going to watch closely, and if you guys get cut off, we'll try and tune back on again. So we may have some more speed bumps. But we were talking to Rebecca, and Rebecca, you guys want to talk to you as well?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Well, we're going to piggyback off you guys. This is Neil Magnuson.
How you doing?
You guys may know Neil.
We're here with GS Joe Productions, and we're doing a sequel to the Trip video, and we're interviewing people here as well.
That's right.
Hi, Greg. So we're here with Rebecca Ambrose, well known from Vancouver Seed Bank, and you got a wonderful display here going on, and just a little bit of what your take is on the whole prohibition thing. What do you think about it?
Well, it's definitely money driven, and it's unfortunate that most of the politicians in Canada are funded by the oil companies and the pharmaceutical companies and the textile companies, because it should be legal in Canada, but because most of the ones that are funding our country right now, their priority is keeping all of the petroleum legal and all of the hemp illegal.
And so your response at some point in understanding these things was to create the Vancouver Seed Bank. And what's that all about?
Well, it was largely inspired by Mark.
Sounding great.
Because a lot of people had to stop selling seeds once Mark was arrested. And Mark was even completely prohibited from even talking about seeds while he was on parole. So a lot of the employees at Mark were inspired to start delivering and pick up where he was forced to leave off. And also carry all of the varieties of seeds that were important. Because right now, all of the companies that are sort of becoming one sort of monoculture, depending on particular varieties of all kinds of food, and we're becoming more and more separated from food sources. It's becoming not just about marijuana, but about all plants.
You sell seeds for all.
Yeah. So they're all genetic, no genetically modified vegetables and plants. So we're really trying to get people back to gardening again.
Cannabis is your biggest seller?
Yeah.
So how long now with the Vancouver Seed Bank?
For 5 years. 5 years in May.
5 years now.
Yep.
And now you have a second branch?
We're celebrating with a second branch in Victoria, just in the Victoria area.
And you attend the rallies and other places with stuff like this?
Yeah, you'll see us like this with all of our trappings, for sure. We're going to be in Toronto.
How many viewers we got now?
Yep.
Great. Anything you want to add or say to the government? Or what do you want to do after this?
No, it's hard for them to go to 180 and decide to,
maybe we should.
follow the singular statement.
Yeah, we're going to head to some other tables as well, guys. We're going to go and talk to some other people, so let's check it out. That was Rebecca from the Vancouver Seed Bank. We may come back and talk to her about what's going on at the Seed Bank. I don't know if that got reported before, but let's go check out some other tables. So let's, might as well go right here, actually, and check out the boys from Delta 9. Now, this is a dispensary in Vancouver here, and I was over talking to these boys earlier today. I haven't been to the Delta 9 place yet, but I'm going to check that out soon. Oh yeah. What's up, guys? We're just broadcasting live on the front page of CannabisCulture.com right now. So why don't you tell the audience what you guys are doing, who you guys are, and what's going on down at the Delta 9?
Well, we're in Hastings, 529 East Hastings Street. Our mandate is basically to get the top quality pot that we can at the lowest price that we possibly can. We're also trying to do some work in the neighborhood, trying to help out people who need some help in the neighborhood. We're trying to get all of our members on MMAR forms, trying to get them through the whole scramble.
It isn't easy right now.
It's not easy at all. They always try to contact me, so we'll also use our phone numbers so people can call them. We're trying to help people out.
So, and you guys are working with doctors then to try and get people signed up for MMA?
We're trying to get a list of doctors. People can come in, try to get a list. The doctors that are green friendly. But it's really hard. A lot of doctors don't wear their neck out.
It's true.
It's just a really hard process.
Yeah.
more of us that keep doing it, more compassion folks, more doctors will step through and say, look, back this issue.
Exactly, man. So why don't you tell us, what do we got here? What do you got lined up? It looks delicious.
We just got a couple of the strains that we carry. We got some blue cheese, some purple kush. We got A's and Sonic Northern Lights. We also got his True Blueberry from DJ Short. We got some Cali Mist. You know, we got everything. Always a kush, always a couple of cushions for the back pains and muscles. An OG here. Of course, we got some edibles, lemon skunk. We got a nice strain called Franny, and some nice Jack Herrera.
Fantastic, man. Excellent. So do you guys have a website you can throw out there?
Yeah, we do. It's on delta9medical.ca. Just check it out. Our menu's always there. You can always call us up. Come on in. We always have friendly people there. Very safe environment.
Oh, man. And so there's lots of dispensaries in Vancouver now. There's like 7 of them or something, is that true?
7 or 8.
It's crazy, man. It's awesome to see that. Now, you guys haven't had any problems with the cops or anything like that, have you?
We've had a couple of undercovers come in.
Have you?
We just treat them like any other customer. We say, no, we're medical. You know, you need to go see a doctor. And they pretty much, that's all they really want to hear, and they get on their way. Other than that, we've had some people, you know, angry people and stuff like that. You just try to deal with them, work with them, you know, because
right.
you can understand we're in special issues, really a power program.
That's right.
Government on this.
Well, and as you know, I'm obviously working with people, and this is a whole medical marijuana fair, so the people that are down here are experts on medical marijuana, and right now in Canada, our medical marijuana program is sorely lacking in renewals for people's licenses and for getting new people signed up. And actually, there was a group that just went to Ottawa to lobby to try and get the government to pay attention to what's going on. And Liberal MP Carol Burnett, or Bennett actually, talked about some of the plights of medical marijuana users in Canada. So it's hard for a lot of people. They can't get access to their medicine, but dispensaries like this one are helping that and changing things. So thanks a lot for what you guys do, man. Much appreciated. It's awesome. And again, give that website one more time for these guys.
www.delta9medical.ca. I just want to shout out to Mark Emery and hope you get out soon, man. See you later. Happy birthday, brother.
Awesome. Yeah, it's Mark's birthday. If you guys don't know, we'll have something on the front page of CC coming up. It's February 13th. Let's go talk to some other people already there at the Hempology. Oh, is somebody at the Hempology booth? Oh, Neil's there talking right now. But why don't we just move past them? We'll go into the corner and talk to the people at the Rasta Troll, which is a head shop on Vancouver Island in Nanaimo, actually. So let's squeeze through here. Alright guys, so this is the table of the guys at Rasta Troll, which is a head shop on Vancouver Island in beautiful Nanaimo. That's where I'm from. So what's up, guys? How you guys liking the CannaMed Fair?
Perfect.
It's pretty cool, huh? So you guys got a lot of stuff going on here. Why don't you tell people a little bit about what's going on at the Rasta Troll in Nanaimo? Cassera will tell you. Cassera is a former employee of Cannabis Culture in Vancouver here, and now she works at the Rasta Troll. So we're keeping it in the family, baby. That's how it's done.
Yeah, I used to work for Mark at Cannabis Culture, and now I work for Rasta Troll in Nanaimo. We're a discount pipe outlet, so we actually do a lot of wholesale. But we also have very decent prices on pipes. At our store, you can walk in with $5 or $50, and you can get what you're looking for. So.
Awesome. Yeah. How long has Rasta Troll been there in Nanaimo now?
July 2009.
2009. So a couple years going on, just about.
Just about a year and a half.
So it's a fairly new business. Have you guys run into any problems in the process or anything like that? How has it been in getting things set up for maybe people that want to start their own head shops or stuff like that?
Well, we have a sister company in California who has supported us a lot and helped us get out there with our name, our word, our products and stuff. So there's been the usual bumps and catches along the way.
Of course, of course.
You know, it's all fun.
Any problems with law enforcement or anything like that?
The police stop by the shop every once in a while, check out new products, what's this, what's that, but never any issues.
No, and have you been accepted by the community? I know in Nanaimo there's a lot of like old hippies and stuff there, so it doesn't seem hard to believe that they would accept you guys into the community.
We're very welcome, actually.
Yeah.
People really enjoy coming to our store. They say we have great customer service. Everybody's certified to as soon as they come in. We have very large inventory. So, for the most part, I think we help the community. The store actually put together a scavenger hunt back in October. We made up a list of things for people to go do and to take pictures of, and we actually got them involved in the community, which is really nice.
That's fantastic. Excellent. Well, if people want to check out Rostatrol online, what's the web address?
It's rostatrol.ca, but it's still a work in progress. Check that.
Or you can check us on Facebook as well. We also have a page set up on there. We're currently in the process of putting all of our bonds and pipes online, so people can actually shop from the online page as well eventually.
Cool. Excellent. Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. So check out Rostatrol if you're in Nanaimo. Grinders, pipes. Yeah, these grinders are crazy with the little tops on them.
Yeah, they're great.
How do they work? Show us how they work.
So the only deal with these guys is you got to crank them down completely, so it does have its own threading on the top. And then it's the same deal as any grinder. You do have to go back and forth a couple times, but then you can do full rotation circles. So, if you're fishing person, you can
They have bigger ones? Like industrial size grinders. Cool. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, looks like you got a bunch of cool stuff. Tell me where the glass comes from. Where do you guys get a lot of your glass?
We have some manufacturers and blowers in China. We have our designs, and they all come from China.
They all come from, everything comes from China? Is there any local?
China, India, not local people yet, but
We're searching.
It's tough to get into that whole
We've been searching for some people on the island. It's a little bit more difficult, but as we've been here, we've met some people here that are possibilities.
Well, if you're a glass blower out there and you want to do some trades with these guys down at the store, see how things are going, give them a call. All right, guys. Well, we should probably go and check out some other tables. Thanks a lot, guys. Rostatrol. And why don't we go over to Neil's over here at the Hempology 101 booth. Now, Hempology 101 is another crew from Victoria. They do a lecture series at the University of Victoria. Ted Smith, you guys may have seen him on the show before if you were watching a couple weeks ago. We had Ted on the show. He's fantastic. He does all kinds of crazy activism and has done that for years. So right now, it looks like he's talking to Neil Magnuson, another activist. But maybe we should try and crash their little party they got going over here and see if we can get Ted to talk to us about some stuff.
We've lost our space.
We could probably, what about moving around to the other side here? Sure. Everybody wants a piece of Ted Smith, so. All right. How you doing, brother? We're broadcasting live right now on Cannabis Culture News Live. Ted Smith. What's going on? So I was just telling them a little bit. Obviously, the ones who were watching the show a couple weeks ago remember you, and a lot of our audience probably knows you already. But I just wanted to talk to you about Hempology 101, what you're doing here, and what you guys think of the fair. Are you guys having a good time at the fair here, or what?
This is the most amazing event in cannabis that I've ever been at in my life. I would have to say possibly, one of the best in Canada and Canadian history. I've worked in this field now for 16 years that I've been going to events and holding them, and it's just such an honor to have the opportunity to come and work with such a high caliber group of other people that are doing such a wide variety of things that, in many ways, it's just so exciting to be here and to be a part of it.
Cool. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. It's great to see so many different groups coming together under the medical marijuana banner and really getting the message out there to people. And it just seems that we're being accepted into the community with every little step that we take. And you've been doing this stuff for a long time, so you've seen the progression of how it used to be to how it is now. So have things changed in the last 10 years? Do you think we would have got away with something like this 10 years ago?
Well, on one hand, we wouldn't have, per se, had the ability to be as open as we are with the cannabis, because Health Canada's licenses have really helped the movement proliferate in a lot of ways. So, there's people here that have got jars of medicine and Health Canada cards to protect them in possession of it. 10 years ago, that was just completely unheard of.
That's right.
So, there's a lot of personal freedoms that are enjoyed that we're expressing together that weren't available. There weren't this many people involved. Like there's been a few spurts in the mid-90s and early around 2002 there was another sort of spurt with new people and new organizations. But there's never been this many groups that are on the forefront coming in to add to this. The insurance company would be the best example for me, where there's this whole new enterprise, this field of economics that hasn't been put to use yet. Even though we've been around 10, 15 years, our industry is very immature. I've been trained as an economist in school, and so I have a sense of the potential of the work that we're doing. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, right? Like if they're selling in BC $6 billion a year in cannabis, well, there's a lot of other economic impacts and opportunities that could be channeled with that $6 billion to make it $12 billion, because we're reinvesting in bed and breakfast. Like I imagine next year, if there's not a bed and breakfast at this, I'd be shocked. Like there should be a whole complement of other industries that are cross-pollinating with the group of us that have already established ourselves and proven with one model or another that we can be successful and make maybe not the most money in the world, but pay your rent, eat good food, and do good work every day. To come to see the community, at this level, working together. Like who knows how many people we're going to inspire here? How many new business connections are coming from this, right? And the networking that's going on here, even as we speak, would not happen if it weren't for this event, right? Like we're all in our own little corners, doing our own little thing. We're in Vancouver, there's people here from Calgary and Saskatchewan, and there's this whole community, even in the Lower Mainland, that just doesn't put its head together very often.
Okay.
And that's very important for us. Like other groups, the reason we're here is because people like the pharmaceutical companies have got a tremendous lobby in government, right? The automobile manufacturers, they've got a huge lobby working in government, right? Ford, GM, they're all pitching in together. They're all having big trade fairs together, showing off their products every year. The vaporizer company showing off their new vaporizer here. Every year this is going to grow and more people are going to want to come. This will be the event that you want to bring out your new products or introduce the new thing that you're going to do, or this brand new web page. Like, you got to be at the event and the first 50 people will get this, or this will be the channel for people, as this convention and others will like to happen for us to see this catalyst for change. It's not going to happen without us. Like, we got to do it. And it's up to people like Tina going, well, you know what? This isn't just an ideal or an idea. It's like, we got to just go do it. We'll just rent the hall, and live that dream. And, it's so wonderful to see that dream come true for her and for many of us.
Well, because you've been working a long time doing this kind of stuff, other events and really making it known out there, getting it in front of the public's eye and that kind of stuff. So, Ted, tell people a little bit about what you've been doing for the past couple of years and what's going on with Hempology and what's coming up next.
Okay, well, right now it's really exciting for Hempology 101. I've never tried to coordinate so many events in a short amount of time in my life. It's pretty intense. Just last week we had our first ever convention at UBC, and it was incredible. We've got a good core group of students there, and a lot of excitement on campus and from other activists that we're finally educating at the University of British Columbia. It's the largest school in this province, and it's great to be expanding from the island in Victoria. But our base is at the University of Victoria. We're the largest student club on campus. We have a whole bunch of things that we do. I teach a free lecture series there every Wednesday from 3:30 to 4. It's live on the internet. It's up on YouTube as well. And we're going to be expanding to that to UBC starting in September. The same 22 classes are going to happen on a different day of the week here. So one day you can watch me teach in Victoria or a guest speaker, and here I'm sure the 22 lectures will be probably 22 different experts from different parts of the industry, which for the students is just incredible to be able to pull in like Dr. Hornby or Chris Bennett or Dana Larson and have like really great lectures on these topics, and so we hope to be expanding those. We have our International Medical Marijuana Week coming up here in a few weeks, ending with the 12th convention at the University of Victoria. And I appreciate, I'm looking forward to Jeremiah coming. It'll be the first time you speak with us. It'll be about the 12th time Chris Bennett has, but man, that guy should talk at every convention we ever hold. And then we have Bill Finley from Henley Company and criminology professor from your old university, Vancouver Island University, who's part of Law Enforcement Against Prohibition. So John Anderson's coming, and I guess Jodie's going to make it as well, so give her time to speak. Hopefully Dana makes it. It would be another great gathering of minds. And then in March we have our convention at VIU in Nanaimo. So it's convention season. I've never had 3 conventions, one month after another, but it's really exciting to be expanding at more schools, and there's more to come. We expect we're going to have a convention at UBC Kelowna campus in October. And if we do our job right, we'll be at a different university. Probably expanding towards Calgary next, and Ontario, I know, would love to have some at UT and stuff. So that's all coming on. It's quite exciting.
Fantastic.
International Medical Marijuana Week, the 13th. We have a rally at noon at the Ministry of Health. The 14th, we have a movie, Waiting to Inhale, at the University of Victoria. The 15th, we have the Hits, a band from Ladysmith playing at the Gay Bar in Victoria, the Paparazzis. The 16th, we have a 420 at UVic. The 17th, we're at the City Hall asking for an exemption 56 for the Buyers Club. The 17th, we have silent art auctions at 2 locations, our store and a cafe on Broad Street. Here's the poster for the silent art auctions. The first time we've had 2 silent art auctions in 2 locations. And then on the 19th, the day before the convention, we're having workshops at the University of Victoria, and the workshops are on growing pot, the MMAR, politics, and I'm leading a workshop on interactive cannabis activism, where we're going to have everybody in the room pull up their laptops, get on every social networking site that we can, and have a 45-minute broad discussion on how to improve cannabis activism online. And we're going to have these workshops before our conventions every year on the Saturdays. So Saturdays we'll have these interactive workshops, and then Sunday the convention, and eventually again, each university, once a month or more often, we'll be having workshops that will be broadcast live on the Stickum web pages that people can watch later on YouTube as well. And we really want to get people working together. In the politics one, we're going to take 10 minutes and discuss each political party and how we can twist their arms. Otherwise, I'm really looking forward to the workshops.
Non-stop.
I could go on.
You can't stop this guy. Excellent. That's fantastic. So it's paying off, though. It's a lot of work, but obviously it's paying off, and the message is getting out there. They're getting pressed. It's fantastic. So excellent, my friend. I'm glad and thankful for everything that you do, and keep in touch. Well, we're going to be putting your stuff on the front page of Cannabis Culture too. So for everybody who's out there watching, when you come back to CC on Wednesdays at what time?
Wednesdays, 3:30 to 4.
All right, it's going to be on the front page of Cannabis Culture as well, so we'll stick it there. Excellent. So I guess we should make our way and talk to some other people that are here at I wanted to get Jody back on camera here because she drifted away from us, but here she is. There's the Princess of Pod. Jody, how are you? Are you having fun at the fair? What do you think?
Amazing. I'm so impressed with the turnout. I was concerned that because we haven't done anything in so long that people might not come out, but it's been excellent. The information, the variety of people that are here, it's great. You have people passing by and looking in, and they're interested, and they're going to get some information and take it with them, and that helps spread awareness, and that's the key to ending this insane drug wars, getting enough people to say, no, this is, I'm going to swear, bullshit, but it's bullshit.
Say it loud, say it loud. Bullshit.
These people in here are real criminals. Like seriously, Stephen Harper, if he came and stood in this room, would he look at these people here and say that they should all go to prison? Well, he probably would.
He would.
And that means he's a sick person. Like sick as an evil, not sick like the suffering here.
Yeah, the people who are here are sick and they need their medicine, and that's what he's trying to deny them of. It's pretty horrible.
So that's why this is important, to show that we're getting the info out there. creating awareness out there. So props to Sita and to Tracy for organizing it. So I'm happy we were able to help promote it because it's been excellent turnout so far. Many more to come, I'm sure.
That's right. They say they're coming back again next year, so let's hope that happens.
We're touring every booth here because we got
Toured a few of them already. Now, I was thinking maybe we should just jump in while we have you here, and while we could go over and do CC right now and talk to what's going on over there.
Dana's at our booth too.
Dana Larson.
Dana Larson?
Dana Larson.
He's running to be leader of the BC New Democratic Party.
Yeah.
So our booth has a lot of info about him.
We're going to check out the CCHQ booth now. So for those of you who are from Vancouver, you've probably been down to our place, CCHQ. That's where we usually broadcast our show. We broadcast right from the Cannabis Culture office there. So here's the booth that we set up for the CannaMed Fair here with Mr. Dana Larson and Nicole Seguin at the helm.
I've got the statement for police cards made by Pivot Legal Society. Basically, it has all your rights, and carry that around in your wallet so you're always prepared to deal with the police. Basically, always remember silence. Silence is gold. Silence is gold.
Right. Yeah. Don't let him.
Call a lawyer. Call a lawyer. And we got some free buttons or free mark buttons and
Free mark buttons.
And remember, everybody, if you didn't watch the latest Jody Emery show on YouTube.com/PotTV Network, there is a code word to get 15% off your orders at the Cannabis Culture online store. So whether you want a free mark shirt or a hot leaf baking pan or a cookie cutter or anything at all, 15% off. Go watch my latest show at the PotTV Network on YouTube.com and you'll get the code word to use to get that discount. But we also like to let people know information, so we have why prohibition, I took and I vote. So, the education is very important, not to just celebrate our culture, but to fight for and defend our culture. There's Dana Larson. Talking to people.
Kissing babies.
That's right.
Shaking babies.
We got our dear friend Ken, had a little baby boy.
That's right. So check this hall out. This is the Heritage Hall. It's been here for a many number of years. It was actually built as a post office originally here in Vancouver. And we've had events here before. There's been other cannabis-related events.
Quite a lot of history here. The Toker's Bowl that took place. There's often a night in the year that we celebrate. And Mark and I got married and had our reception here. So that was probably the last time we had a big party here. Many, many years ago, and that's why it's good to see things happening again. And take back the old places and keep it going. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place to do this. It's been a lot of
Smoked
fun.
a lot of weed here.
That's right.
Yes, this place has been smoked out many times.
It's true. And right now, we're not really openly smoking a lot of joints or anything like that. We've been vaporizing and there's been that kind of stuff, but it's been fairly low-key because of the sort of medical nature of things. It's been very professional, actually, and everybody here there's a great vibe here right now, I think. There's a lot of happy people. So, but maybe we should go over and talk to Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa Kirkman of Skunk Magazine. And Skunk Magazine runs a regular short little column from me and Mark. It's called Pot Politicking. So Skunk Magazine, published here in Canada. Make sure you
Cannabis diva, Lisa Kirkman. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
How's it going? We're broadcasting live to CannabisCulture.com right now.
Hello from Mamakai and Magazine.
Tell us about what's going on at Skunk and at your table here.
Well, what we're doing is
Maybe I should get out there.
we're selling some of the skunks at a special price today, and all the proceeds are going to the Michelle T. Rainey Foundation. And there's some really amazing issues here, like our Women of Weed issue, which featured some amazing activists, like Ms. Jody Emery, like Sita, who her company Green Harvest is key to getting the CannaMed Fair going. And it's a veritable who's who of female activists and just celebrities who've been willing to be out there about their cannabis consuming and
Cover
Of course,
girl.
cover girl, Helena, who is right here with Lisa Glass. You see a beautiful article about Lisa Glass there.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
this is the glass, and
Yes, beautiful picture of her here. My goodness.
I know.
Nice. Yeah, and so what's going on with Lethal there?
We have a new shop in Port Alberni. Doing lots of work for all of the quality shops across the country. My work's available at the CCHQ in Vancouver, the New Amsterdam, the Next Level in Calgary, the Toronto Hemp Company in Toronto, as well as the Friendly Stranger. Those would be like the top Canadian retail outlets to seek out locally made glass.
Awesome. And show us some of your glass here. What do you got?
This is probably one of my favorite pieces, like triple chambered bubblers. Works like a water bong, except it has 3 chambers for the water to filter through.
Cool, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
I love these little frogs. I actually have about 5 of your pipes and pieces at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love your work. It's fantastic. Always. Look how beautiful that is. So nice. Cool. Well, so what else? Do you have a website?
Yeah, lethalglass.com is our website. You can check us out on there. We're on MySpace as well.
Are you selling the glass online, or is it just...
You can just contact me if you want something custom, or if you'd like to see my work available at your local shop. For the standard issue stuff, I recommend you go down to your local shop and just ask for Lethal Glass. Hopefully they bring in my product if they don't have it already.
That's right. Tell them what's the website address?
lethalglass.com.
Tell them to check that out if you don't see Helena's glass at your local head shop. And so we were talking again to Lisa. Lisa, what's going on with you? Your column.
Yes, my column in Skunk.
You told me.
Pillow Talk, which is a sex and relationship advice, and sometimes just straight up, hot questions. Is they're getting it all together in a bunch, and Ed Rosenthal's decided to take it and put it into a book.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be coming out this fall. It's called Sex Closet, the Marijuana Lover's Guide to Getting It On. And hopefully what, Sex in the City did for Couture, I will help do for all things marijuana.
Yeah. Awesome. So a book
that's
deal.
exciting.
Book
Yeah.
deal. Have you announced that yet? Is that out there? Is this the...
That's kind of, you guys kind of...
We scooped it.
You kind of scooped it a little bit, yeah.
Oh, there you go. You heard it first on CannabisCulture.com.
Yeah, that might have been on Time for Hemp, actually.
Oh, well, never mind.
Okay, but pretty much in
That's
Canada,
okay. We love Time for Hemp.
In Canada, you guys have scooped it, kind of. So.
Good, there
but
we go.
You can see my column in every issue of Skunk.
And Skunk is great to give us so much support. Like I was saying, they do a regular column, so we're always on the same page as Peter Gorman, who used to write for Cannabis Culture as well.
Who has an excellent book that just came out as well called Ayahuasca in My Blood. And in this issue, there's a really good, which has a tribute to Michelle, by Jeff Tech. There's also excerpts from his new book about his 25 years of doing ayahuasca and learning from it in the jungles of Peru.
Wow.
And it's an excellent book. I read it. It's a very personal book. People have used Peter Gorman. He's written for High Times, and he's old school. When it comes to plot journalists, he's very old school. And
for sure.
This is very personal. It's an excellent book. I highly recommend it.
Awesome.
For wherever you can get it. Or you
right.
can probably get it at the bookstore, I'm sure.
We may have it in stock soon. I'm not sure if we do now, but Peter Gorman, and if you go to CannabisCulture.com and you type in Peter Gorman in the search function, you'll find a bunch of articles that he's published in Cannabis Culture as well. So Skunk, what's the website?
And speaking of scooping, this you can't even get this issue. This is the one that's on the stands right now. But this is our global issue. This is the first time we've had such a global scope to Skunk. We look more than just out our backyards.
Cool.
And there's articles from all over the world, Australia and India. Pretty darn cool. You're within running distance of the CannaMed Fair. Come on down and get it before all your friends. And pick up a copy of The Women in Wheat because there's so many women here. Get it autographed by them. I'm sure Jody would love to do that for you. And www.skunkmagazine.com.
Yeah, there you go. And so when your book comes out, where are people going to find that? Is that at Quick Trading, or is that...
It's quicktrading.com.
Ed Rosenthal.
Puts out Ed Rosenthal, all the Ask Ed books. Ed's Guide to Law. What else he's got? Dang Subcool. Dang is with them.
Big props to Subcool.
Yeah, and you'll be able to go to fine hemp stores and bookstores and regular bookstores and maybe Urban Outfitters. Who knows?
Oh, there you go. That's how it's done. That's the next step. You were telling me before about what you're wearing as well.
I found out something very interesting today by coming to this fair. I'm wearing this dress, which I've always loved because it reminded me of something that would be hemp. And it sort of feels like hemp, but it's sold as linen. And I spoke with Ted from the Cannabis Buyers Club, and he said that actually almost all linen that's sold is hemp. It comes from China, but the Chinese can't sell it if they call it hemp. So they call it linen. Linen is actually not a plant. There's no linen plant. It's a way of making a certain cloth, right? And so most linen, unless it's Irish linen, which is specifically with blacks, most linen is hemp. So I found out that I indeed have a hemp dress, and this shirt that I have on as well, I knew before, was also hemp.
It looks very beautiful.
I am resplendent.
So, yeah, you are. And there so linen, who knew that linen was hemp? So that maybe if you check your tags, everybody, check your tags, maybe you're wearing a hemp.
It's very wrinkly, but
It looks very beautiful, Lisa. Thank you so much for talking to everybody. Lisa Kirkman, guys. Go to Skunk.
www.skunkmagazine.com.
Excellent. Check it out there. And of course, Jody. Now, Jody, I wanted to tell people about Mark's birthday and what we have set up here. So you should tell them what's going on.
Well, Mark's 53rd birthday is on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. So we're sending him these pieces of paper just signed by people who have come here to, send their wishes. So I encourage you to send letters to Mark as well. Send, any sort of little message, just to cheer him up. We'd really appreciate it. It's very difficult for him to be away at this time, at the end of winter.
Yeah, we'd really love to have Mark here at the CannaMed Fair, but he's in Georgia. But we're getting him back. We're doing our best to get him back to Canada. So
get the Principle of Pot CBD and the Pinch of Pot CBD from our online store. And again, there's a code word to get 15% off your order online up until February 14th. So go to youtube.com/PotTVNetwork and you'll get the code word on my latest show, which I believe is also on CannabisPot.com, but on my Facebook as well. On the internet.
On the internet. Now we're sitting with Dana Larson, who's blackberrying at the moment here. But Dana, so if you guys have been watching my shows, you'll definitely know Dana, and if anybody who's in the cannabis community in Canada pretty much knows Dana. He's the former founding editor of Cannabis Culture. He's the founder of the Vancouver Seed Bank, the founder of the Vancouver Medicinal Cannabis Society. He's the founder of pretty much everything going on here, besides Mark. If Mark didn't found it, then Dana probably did. The thing that Dana's doing right now is running for a leadership position in the British Columbia New Democratic Party. So if you're in BC and you're not a member of the NDP, go and sign up, because the NDP has some of our cannabis best interests in mind, and Dana definitely does. So Dana, tell them about it.
You said it all right there. I don't have much else to add to that. I mean, it's time to get involved in the NDP and join up, and the NDP, I think, is the political voice for the cannabis movement, and for many other good things as well, of course. And but being here today at the CannaMed Fair and seeing all these people around and the industry that's coming out of this, and the benefits this plant has, especially medicinally for so many people. And there's about 250,000 people in this province who are employed by the cannabis industry, and we want to come up above board, and we're the only people out there asking to be taxed and to be part of the mainstream. And so seeing this little tip of the iceberg coming above board is really amazing. And it's been a big crowd here today, and it's been really nice, and I'm enjoying being here. And I want people to get involved in the NDP and sign up and help my efforts, and ultimately our goal is to change the laws in this country, and the NDP is the vehicle for us to do that.
Awesome, Dana. Now, yeah, because this is such a cool event, this medical marijuana expo we're having here. This is the first expo that we've had like this in Vancouver, isn't it, Dana? This is the first time we've really done something.
Yes, the first event like this that's happened in Vancouver. There's been a lot of other parties and events, and the Crocus Bowl, and I did the Canada Games. I think the Crocus Bowl was also some of the events were held in the same building as well. It's a great space here.
Yeah.
And but this is the first kind of thing like this. I think it's off to a great start, and these kind of things only grow with momentum. If they can do this again next year, I imagine there'll be an even bigger crowd, and soon we'll outgrow this location. But it's been great. Lots of people have been here. It's been a steady flow of traffic all day, and we've had a lot of fun.
And you're kind of an expert in this area because, as I said before, you founded the Vancouver Medicinal Cannabis Society. Is that the right? I always say it wrong. I don't know if that's the title.
Any combination of those things is fine. Yeah, if you get Vancouver Cannabis Medicinal Society and Dispensary in there somewhere, then you got it right. But yeah.
So, but maybe tell people a little bit about why this kind of thing is so important to the medical crowd because of what's going on in Canada right now with Health Canada and that kind of stuff.
Well, Canada's kind of got two parallel systems for accessing medicinal cannabis. There's the official government one, which is very difficult to access, and then you're forced to either grow your own, have someone else grow it for you, or buy the government's very low-quality cannabis that they've been producing. And their product is pre-shredded with stock added to it, it's freeze-dried, irradiated, and then left in storage for many, many months before finally being shipped off to people who want it at the cost of like $5 or $6 a gram, I think.
Yeah.
And so parallel with that, there is the cannabis dispensary movement, the compassion clubs, and they're centered mostly in Toronto and Vancouver, although there's other clubs all across the country, really. And this system is something that's been more something developed in the courts, and court decisions, and activists creating our own rules, and then having the courts decide on some instances where we've had some legal challenges. And so far, there's been a real growth in this industry in providing medicinal cannabis to people. There's tens of thousands of British Columbians and many more across the country who are now accessing medicinal cannabis products through these cannabis dispensaries. And I'm very honored to be involved in two nonprofit societies, and we operate a total of 3 locations in the Lower Mainland. And I tell you, there's a lot more coming. This is going to be a very big industry, and more people are discovering the benefits of cannabis. And in this time, politically, in British Columbia and across Canada, our spiraling healthcare budget is a big issue people are talking about. We like socialized medicine in this country, and I'm very proud to have that as part of our system, but paying for it is very expensive, especially when it comes to pharmaceutical drugs, which are a growing cost proportionally of our whole healthcare system. And so many of the members in our dispensaries used to be on big regimens of pharmaceuticals, many of them to counterbalance the side effects of the other pharmaceuticals that they're taking. So you get prescribed 4 or 5 pills, one's for your ailment, the rest of them are all to balance out all the other stuff that happens to you. And so many of these patients that come to our dispensaries are able to reduce or eliminate their use of expensive pharmaceuticals for cannabis that they have to buy themselves. There's no government subsidy on buying cannabis from our dispensaries. So there's an irony there that as an NDP, I'm really operating a privatized healthcare facility. But we're doing that because there's no other option, and we would love for the province of British Columbia to take over the medical marijuana program, and it would be a huge cost savings, a huge health benefit. It would be a win-win situation on so many levels for the patients and for our pocketbook and for our healthcare system. If we could bring cannabis medicine into the mainstream and into our medicinal system. And when people think about marijuana medicines, they normally think about people smoking pot and doing bong hits, maybe using a vaporizer like this if they're a little more familiar with it. Most people don't think of marijuana medicine as something that you rub on your skin, or something you take like a cream or a lotion or that. But we have products that run the wide range from smokable buds to capsules to tinctures and tonics and ointments and creams and lotions, and they do amazing things for eczema, muscle pains, wounds, sores. There's a really broad range of ways of using this plant that we're only really scratching the surface of. And so we can bring cannabis and other beneficial herbs as well back into our medicinal system and part of the mainstream. And instead, we're going the other way, and what's happened to cannabis is happening to other herbs as well. And we're seeing where a lot of other medicinal herbs are being banned or too tightly regulated and controlled. These things that are very safe and have been used for thousands of years as beneficial plant allies and medicines are now going to go the way of marijuana and becoming prohibited. And so I think we should be going the other way and bringing all these plant medicines back into our system. They're very cheap and they're very effective. And instead we're turning towards very expensive and ineffective pharmaceuticals. Not that pharmaceuticals don't have their uses, but too often we're just going for the newest pill because it happens to be the most profitable for a pharmaceutical company, instead of turning to things that really help, like cannabis, which is an amazing medicine.
Right.
And so that was a long spiel, but anyways,
no, that's great.
I'm glad to be able to help people and see how much they're benefited by having access to this plant.
Yeah.
What we're doing here is a small part of that too.
Well, and it's excellent how Dana's been working to help get that available to more people all the time. Now, Dana, I also wanted to talk to you about Bill S-10. Bill S-10 is the conservative bill that is moving its way through our House of Commons now. It's already been passed by our Canadian Senate, and so I'm not sure, I just heard yesterday that it's in the first reading or something like that. So S10 actually includes mandatory minimum sentences for the extraction of THC for hash making purposes or for edibles. So if you are baking cookies and you share those cookies with somebody, that's a mandatory minimum sentence of 18 months in jail. So Dana, you made a good point about using cannabis in other ways, rubbing it on you and that kind of stuff. S10 directly threatens that, doesn't it?
S10 is a serious threat to all the passion clubs and dispensaries in Canada. Now, I don't know if and when this law passes,
sure. Absolutely.
If we're going to see any real change in the policy of police. And so far we've had a very good relationship with the Vancouver police, and the other clubs have all had that as well. But if this law passes, it would mandate at least 18 months in jail for me and all of our employees and all the members of our society and all the other dispensaries across Canada. And it doesn't allow a judge any discretion in that regard. And this bill is bad in a lot of ways. I just want to mention one thing, that we talk a lot about the ways this bill is bad for the cannabis people, and that's very true, it is. But there's other aspects that aren't even being discussed because there's so many bad parts to it. And one is that MDMA, commonly known as ecstasy, which is in and of itself, when pure, it's a very benign substance. It has uses as therapeutic benefits as well. And they put it to Schedule 1 from Schedule 3. So somebody who's selling or sharing ecstasy with their friends who are young people, even if they're adults, if they're at a place like a rave or a dance, they'll all be in jail for a year and a half easily, the same way. And so it's something that is going to affect a lot of different aspects of drug policy. Someone who sells or shares any other harder substances, for instance, Hastings in Main Street, downtown Vancouver, it's where drug addicts get shuffled to. It's right across from the Carnegie Centre in a library where young people gather according to their law that they've written. So anybody there who's sharing heroin or cocaine or trafficking in those things would also get this 18-month jail sentence. And so it's a bad law on so many levels, and just depending on how they want to enforce it, it could easily fill up our prisons, which is why they're building a whole bunch of new prisons right now.
Exactly.
And it's something I'm bringing up within the NDP as part of my leadership campaign, is that although these are federal laws, it's British Columbia taxpayers that are going to pay for them. The province pays for all the costs of these laws, and the prisons that they're building and staffing these prisons, and also the social costs of when somebody's in jail. It's not just the cost of keeping them there, it's the cost to their family, they're not earning a wage, it's the cost, there's a whole other levels, including how children are affected and families are affected, that can go on for years or generations in many ways. And so it's important we recognize that although these are federal laws, British Columbia bears the brunt of this, and we can do a lot to say no to Mr. Harper and no to the Conservatives. We're not going to put up with this anymore. We don't want more prisons. We want to spend our money on schools and on hospitals and on helping people out of trouble instead of creating more problems in prisons.
Exactly. So Dana, why don't you tell people a little bit more about your campaign for leadership at the BC NDP and what people can do to actually help you out with that?
Sure. Well, I've been involved in the Democratic Party for about 7 years now, and working with Nicole Seguin here quite a bit. She's been very helpful, and we've been going to a lot of NDP conventions and events. We've been to about 20 or so now over the last 7 years. And if you go to endprohibition.ca, we've got a great website there, and you can sign up. You can stay in touch with us. We have new news and stories about the NDP coming up. For those who are watching who aren't Canadian or aren't familiar with our system, the NDP is Canada's most left-wing party. We're a socialist party. We believe in sharing, and we believe in a government that helps take care of the right to live their own life in the way they choose. And so when I joined the NDP, I helped create a group called End Prohibition, and that's our group that goes to these conventions, and we try to help solidify drug policy in the NDP and pass resolutions about marijuana. We've been very successful in doing that. And so when Carol James resigned and in British Columbia there came an opportunity for a new leader to come forward for our party, I thought that I had some good ideas, some good things to share, and there's certainly a lot of people in the party who are supportive of what I'm doing and would like to see me in charge, or these ideas being brought forward in a real serious way. And so I put my hat in the ring, and we're working very hard now on our campaign. And it's going to be a long campaign. We're going to be doing things until April 17th. You can find out more at votedana.ca. And I need money as well for my campaign. We're going to be spending a lot of cash and to get me around the province to talk to people about these issues, to talk about marijuana and medical marijuana and what the province of British Columbia can do. I need your money and your support. And you can donate from anywhere in the world to our campaign. We're not accepting donations quite yet, but we will be in a few days giving out our information on how to donate to us and what you can do. And so go to Vote Dana and you can write us a check or send us some money or just some good wishes and some help, or volunteering is good as well. And but we're going to be bringing up a lot of issues, not just marijuana, but that is really a key issue. You can't talk about the economy in British Columbia without acknowledging that marijuana is one of the biggest parts of our economy, if not the biggest. You can't talk about crime and violence in our province without acknowledging that the key role the prohibition of marijuana plays in perpetuating violence, perpetuating our gang system in the province. And you can't talk about the environment without acknowledging the benefits of hemp and how we should be growing a lot more hemp in British Columbia and the great benefits that would have. And we can't talk about our healthcare system without acknowledging the benefits of medical marijuana and how many thousands of British Columbians are turning away from the mainstream pharmaceuticals and towards the medical marijuana industry, and how it's only really just beginning. And so this issue ties into so many other issues that it's important to bring it up a lot, and I'll be doing that a lot through this campaign. And I need your help to make sure we can run a really serious campaign and we can make a difference.
Excellent. So go to votedana.ca. Thanks a lot, Dana. That was fantastic. Excellent. Yeah, and help Dana's campaign. He can use all the help he can get here. I'm going to flip this around now. We've lost our cameraman, so I'm going to be shooting the camera stuff myself now here. So I wanted also to talk to you, I wanted to bring you guys around to, it doesn't look like there's anybody at the table over there, but I wanted to get a few more of the booths in. I see that it's already past 5 o'clock right now, but we still have people sticking around viewing right now. We got 33 viewers online at the moment. Now I also should talk to you guys a little bit about Ustream. If you guys want to watch past episodes of this show, you can go to the Ustream link that's up in one of these corners here and click on that. You can take part in the chat. For some reason, I cannot see your chat right now. I've wanted to click into that and watch that, but unfortunately, I have not been able to see what's going on in the chat function. I can see some old chats, but it doesn't, I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, maybe what we should do is, Dave, I don't know if you wanted to talk on camera. Do you want to talk to us about what's going on over here?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, well, we're going to get Dave. So let me flip the camera around here. All right, Dave. So tell people about who you are, my friend, and what's going on at your booth here and what you're involved in these days. It's very exciting stuff.
Well, as you can see from the sign up top, I'm a consultant with MRC 123.
MRC 123.
Yeah, and we're working with Dr. Paul Hornby, and we're setting up a compassion type society that's called the Research Society, and it's so Dr. Hornby has people to pull from as far as research goes. So it's for people who have MMARs, if they've got their application in for an MMAR, and then they have access to different products that we've made available, and specifically pills made with cannabis, whole cannabis, so it's not an extraction. It's got THC listed right on it, as well as CBD and CBN. This way, this can be written up as a prescription from a doctor, so he can write on his script pad 40 milligram or 60 milligrams of THC, or so much CBD, and we can fill a prescription. We're the only one doing it at this time in Canada.
Yeah, there's nobody else doing that.
No, this is an exclusive, and we're looking for more people to
show
do
people
more
what's
experiments on, I
it.
guess, is the basics of it.
Yeah. Wow, really cool, man. So explain to people what this product does for, what does it do? How does this work?
Well, there's different preps, and what we basically look at is your brain activity. So we have a daytime prep and a nighttime prep. So the daytime prep has, for example, it'll have a lot higher CBN numbers. The CBN number, along with the THC number, will give you energy for through the day. If you have a low CBN number and a higher CBD number, it'll calm your mind down a little bit more. The CBD gives you more anti-inflammatory, muscle relaxant, painkiller, antipsychotic, It's basically the calming effect. THC you can handle for pain control, but you can only handle so much. At this time your brain will start to spin. Like most of the weed we have nowadays in BC causes almost like psychosis because of the high THC.
Right.
And the lack of CBD and the high CBN. So if we can get more pot with a higher CBD in it, we'll have a much, much better medicine. And so we have different formulations depending on the person and depending on what's best for them. We find the higher CBD, lower no THC is good for epilepsy. We've been working with some people with epilepsy, some younger girls with epilepsy that have difficulties for different reasons. And we're finding that dosing them with high CBD and no THC or little 1/3 THC works in a way where the psychoactivity is reduced so much these kids aren't getting high on it.
Right.
And these strains will actually, if you mix it with a high THC strain, will take the buzz right out of it because of the dampening effect of the CBD. Phenomenal, phenomenal medicine. I saw it. I've been around this stuff for 15 years. I saw what Dr. Hornby was doing. I went, I got to get involved. We'll tie it up for S10. We'll make sure everybody's got an MMAR. We'll try to make that as easy as we can. And let's get out there and spread some good medicine and let's spread around what Hornby's been doing.
No kidding. Well, so where can people find out more information about what you guys are doing?
Well, Hornby's credentials are all over the internet. People want to find out more about the club, they can find out that phone number there, 778-823-7030.
All right, let's see.
Okay, so you can get a hold of me there. If somebody doesn't answer, just leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. We're specifically doing research right now with people with an MMAR card. If you don't have a card and you want to get a card, we can help you out with that, send you in the right direction. As soon as your application is signed by your doctor, we can help you out at the club.
Fantastic.
So I hope that helps you out.
That's fantastic.
All right.
And good work you guys are doing, groundbreaking stuff. So I'd be excited to talk to you for Cannabis Culture about what you guys are doing when things are progressing a little bit here. We'll definitely get you. Exactly. Cool, man. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. All right, so I'm going to flip this camera back around here so you guys can see, check me out. What's up, guys? So this has been the CannaMed Fair. So I think we covered a lot of ground here. We didn't get to see everybody, unfortunately. You know, you can never get to everybody, obviously. But yeah, this is great. If really cool stuff is happening tomorrow, I'll probably shoot some video footage of it for you guys out there, and you'll see a whole bunch of pictures of mine online on CC and other people. We'll link through to a bunch of stuff. It's okay. People are worried about getting in the way of my camera, but they don't realize it's pointing right at me. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just going to flip the camera back around and give you guys another look at this cool hall. And if you're in the Vancouver area, it's open for another day. So come down here and check this place out. It's awesome. You know, and if you're not in the Vancouver area, you should try and find out if you have one of these in your area. And if not, you should start your own. That's what I think. If not, start your own. Get one of these things going. You know, that's how it works. We spread these things around so they're all over the place all the time. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in again. We really appreciate it. And that's CCN Live for the day. Peace, guys. And smoke them if you got them. And there we go. Playing with the gadget.